Okay, so on a recent single-family house flip, we profited $9,000. And you heard that correctly, 9,000, not 19,000 or 90,000 like you'd see in a HDTV flipping show. This is a $9,000 real-life profit on a real-life flip. So I'm gonna go over that in this video.
Now the first things is the mailbox. You see the post is old, shaky, even dry rot at bottom, cheap mailbox. We're going to replace the post and mailbox, since that's the first thing a buyer will look at.
And we're looking to flip this property. Okay.
Next, those bushes, we're going to chop them down to open up and give a nicer street appeal.
Okay.
And behind there you see there's a carport.
Okay.
To make it nicer, since this is Florida, nice climate, people like in this neighborhood sitting outside. We're going to put some poles and do a nice little fenced enclosure around here.
Like a nice white fence?
Exactly, kind of a white picket fence type, so it feels more like a porch than a carport.
Paint these posts here and make it a lot nicer up there. Get rid of those little plant hangers and just make it nicer all the way around, huh?
Exactly.
Okay.
And since you mentioned paint, we're also going to be painting the interior and exterior. That's a cheap way to make it look nice. And getting rid of this electric box, which as you can see isn't even up to code.
Okay. Let's look at the front. Let's look at the front of the door. So here's the door.
Very nice door, but it has a bunch of nicks in it, which a new coat of paint won't fix. So we're going to be replacing this with an updated door with a nice square glass.
Let's look at the inside of the door. Yeah, so these are the nicks and so there's little cracks, and it's just better to just go ahead and replace the whole thing. Okay.
Similarly to mailbox, the mailman doesn't come up to the front anymore, so we're just going to get rid of that altogether.
So just repainting this whole exterior.
Exactly. We're going to do a two-toned.
We're going to replace these front 3 windows. So you can see them. They're the really old metal windows. We're going to replace them with these nice vinyl windows instead. Right? And then paint those shutters.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're thinking about a darker color?
Yeah, we're thinking of a darker base color, a bluish, since blue sells very well, with some white trim, white brick, and dark shutters.
Get rid of those. I'll get rid of that old gutter that's kind of ugly and
exactly
not doing much. The same guy who's going to do our contracting is also going to clean this out. Clean this thing here. Pressure wash the house. And what do you think? Get rid of this?
He's going to remove the satellite dish.
Okay.
So it has a nice clean appearance. We were fortunate the electric is newer, so we don't need to do any electric panel work, but this gate we are going to replace.
Put one in there.
See, it's missing.
Okay. And really pressure wash this, as you can see. So you got AC unit there, and we're going to get rid of that, right?
Yeah, they have central air in the house, so there's no need for the ugly swamp cooler type.
Okay. We're going to get rid of this external screen here. This screen door, which you can see is all messed up anyway. Again, pressure wash, paint the whole thing. Replace that light fixture.
Yeah, and on the cement, we're going to be pressure washing, and this board, which was for when they laid it, we're getting rid of the wood board.
Yeah, it's pretty dark out here right now, but you could see the camera still picks it up pretty well. And then this shed here.
We're just going to repaint the shed and clean it out a little bit.
Yeah, some of that rust there. This is going to look pretty dark. Oh, it's not bad. You can see in there. Yep. Clean this out. Maybe pressure wash this cement right here too. Get rid of all this other stuff.
Including the wood border.
The wood border that shouldn't be there anyway. They put that in the beginning to lay the cement down and never removed it. We're gonna get rid of this tree back here too. It's all dead and not doing anything anyway. They're very nice neighbors here. They got a nice little chicken coop here. So
And we actually already talked to them, gave them our card so they can look after the place while construction's going on, and if they know someone looking to buy for when we flip it.
okay, let's look inside.
Hey, welcome.
So let's start with
The antiquated fan, we're just going to get rid of that and put a nice
that's gonna look
new
good.
light fixture.
That's gonna look good on Craigslist. Okay, and then look at the floors. We're gonna keep these tile floors. They look pretty good. White tile. Looks a little yellow because of the light, but it's pretty good white tile. This dining area. What are we gonna do here?
We're going to take this baseboard, or actually I believe it's chair rail is what they used it for. Get rid of that to open it up and make it look like it's not missing a wall right here.
And this fluorescent light.
It's gone.
Get rid of that.
Antiquated, non-matching light fixtures through in this whole kitchen, gone.
Update these two light fixtures. Okay, and then it goes into this family area. So what are we gonna do here?
It looks like at one time this was a patio. We're opening up the house by getting rid of this entire sliding glass door
Okay.
and getting rid of this like we mentioned. So it'll feel like a nice extra room office.
Little family room. We are going to go ahead and change out this, what's this, linoleum, and put in some vinyl to match the closets. Okay, let's go into the kitchen.
And that chandelier is going to be another great Craigslist find.
Up there, up right here. So part of the reason why we bought this property, because as you can see, the kitchen was already pretty well updated. Pretty nice cabinets, right? We're just going to get rid of that stove hood and put in a stainless steel. Get a stainless steel stove and oven here, right? Okay. But it's pretty nice countertop.
They have a nice pantry we're going to keep.
Keep the pantry. We're going to change that door out though, or?
Yeah.
Okay. And in this area, yeah, we got this
Very nice.
circa 1970s, what is this, a chandelier?
Yeah.
Basically, so that's going to look nice on Craigslist too. Okay, going into bedroom number 2. And what do we have here? We have some blinds that we're going to replace.
And a light fixture that again is circa 1970s. We're going to replace, modernize.
We're going to keep this floor, but then we're going to change out this closet door, bifolding.
Metal.
And also in the closet, we're going to get rid of this carpet in here, kind of nasty carpet, and we'll put in some nice vinyl there. So, and here's the hall bathroom, which we're going to pretty decent countertop on this one, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of the soap dishes and toothbrush dish and just make it all nice. Change out that, looks like this is a medicine cabinet with still someone's toiletries. It's a nice little added bonus, as you can see. You got all sorts of tools in there. That's interesting.
We're going to put a nice mirror where we take out the medicine cabinet.
And then just clean this up, do some patchwork, as you can see. Okay.
And probably save about $300 by just repainting that vanity instead of replacing.
Repaint this, yep. Okay. And change out that door. Okay. You want to lead us into the master bedroom?
We'll go into what's formerly Anne's room.
Anne's room.
Anne's room is having this door replaced again.
Anne's room. Can we get the focus there? There we go. Okay.
Anne's former blinds, we're going to take those out and put in the same many blinds as throughout the house.
Okay. Sorry, we
These
had
nice little
had a little
bonus-
delay in the focus there, but there we got it now. Okay, what is that?
These bonus cabinets that they left
These shelves, you got those.
are going to be a nice addition to
Got
Craigslist.
got these, yep. Once again, what do we have here? We're gonna have to put a door into this closet. But this is the master walk-in closet with hideous carpet, once again. Okay,
So we're going to put vinyl in there.
vinyl, and here,
But it's really nice on the windows. They already have nice stone.
yep. So we're gonna change out this, these blinds, and actually this front window, we're gonna change out the blinds. We're gonna change out the whole window on this one. Put a nice vinyl window. What we have here is this metal window, huh? Okay. And then,
The bathroom is actually fairly decent. Similar theme. We'll leave the toilet since it's fairly new. Even has a sticker still attached.
but we are going to change out this, get rid of this, put a new vanity, put a new granite countertop on there, new faucet, get rid of those, the soap dish and the toothbrush dish. Get rid of the medicine cabinet, put just a nice mirror instead, and put a nice light fixture, right? Change out, actually, what do you think about this door? Probably,
The door I'd still change out just so all the doors throughout match.
we're just gonna match all the
Because it
doors.
has
Yep.
some damage down here.
Yep. Where? Yeah. Yeah, there's damage
Not
there.
too much, but just a tiny bit.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna change that out. And once again, there's a nice light fixture here, which we're gonna get rid of with a fan and put a simple light fixture in there. Okay, so here are the numbers for this deal. We eventually sold the property to the end buyer for $190,000, and I'm going to start from there and work backwards so that you can see where the profit amount came from. So $190,000 was our sale price. We bought the property for $155,000 from a wholesaler, and we bought it at that price with an anticipated ARV, or after repair value, of $200,000. We spent about $8,000 in renovation costs, which were mostly cosmetic renovations from what you could see in the video. And our carrying costs came out to $3,000. And the reason why the carrying costs were so high, there were a lot of delays in the project, contractor delays, delays with the buyer's loan, and delays with the title company getting a clear title on the property through the city. So a lot of delays led to a lot of carrying costs. We also gave a credit to the buyer of $2,500 because there were a few things at the very end that the buyer had asked to get done, and rather than do it ourselves, we just gave a credit for it. So that was $2,500, and the closing costs came out to $12,500, and that included the commissions for both the buyer and seller agents. So when you subtract all those numbers from the final sale price of $190,000, then you come up with a gross profit of $9,000 on this deal. So if you're new to flipping, $9,000 profit on a deal might sound very good. If you've been doing it for quite a while and you're very experienced, then $9,000 may not sound that great. So the key is that we were still positive at the end with the deal, and we learned a lot of lessons. So now I'm going to go over the top 5 flipping lessons that we learned from this project, and we have used these lessons, we've learned from them, and have made some adjustments ever since, and maybe these lessons can help you. So here are the top 5 flipping lessons that we got from this property, and they might help you. So number 1, always look at multiple comps to evaluate your after repair value. For this property, we looked at a house that was across the street that was sold for $200,000 a month before, and we figured, hey, it's the same square footage essentially, same layout, number of rooms. So hey, that's probably going to be the after repair value. But the problem is, anytime you look at just the sale price, you never know, like that. What was behind the scenes? Was there any concessions? Were there a lot of credits? And you never know what the effective, the actual sale price is at the end of the day, unless you were part of that deal. That's why you want to look at multiple properties to make sure you get a really good idea of what that after repair value would be, to give you the most accurate anticipated number when you eventually sell the property. Lesson number 2 is always watch for delays. Delays with your contractors who don't complete the work when they say they're going to complete it. Loans where the buyer has some delays, like if they have an FHA loan, for example, and they're trying to buy a flipped property like this one. Also delays in the title search and title clearance. Sometimes that can be delayed because that relies on the city, for example, to do what they got to do for that. So you always have to watch for delays. If you have contractors, you want to be watching them every day. You want to be following up on things like the loan and the title regularly before things get out of hand, and you want to get it done before long so the deal can get done. So watch for delays. The third lesson is beware of carrying costs. So this goes with watching for delays. The carrying cost can be significant, not just the utilities that you require for the property, but things like the insurance. Especially for a vacant property, the insurance could be rather high. And when you have delays, like in this property, we had to extend the insurance plan, so that cut into the profit. So you got to watch for not only the delays, but the carrying costs that go with them. Number 4, specifically beware of the FHA less than 90-day rule for flipped properties. Basically, the FHA decided that they are not going to fund a loan if your buyer is trying to use FHA, they're not going to fund the loan if it is a flip property and it's been less than 90 days since the day you, as the flipper, were able to purchase the property yourself and get the deed recorded. So less than 90 days, they don't fund it. That is the FHA rule. You always want to be wary of the FHA loan when you are selling a flip property, and that may play into your decision as to which offers you accept. And finally, number 5, factor in the commissions of the real estate agents, however many there are, 1 or 2, and make sure you factor that in to your expenses so you have a much more accurate number of what your profit's going to be. So in this property, we had pretty significant expenses for the commissions. And when you're used to buying and holding a lot, you don't really think about it because you're the buyer. But then when you're flipping a property and you're selling it, that's when the commissions come out of your pocket so that you have a much more accurate view of what your profit's going to be. So thanks for watching this video, and if you found value in this content, then I appreciate giving me a like for the video. That would certainly help, and definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get these videos when they come out twice a week. And I hope you join me on the next one.